My name is Joyce Smith, and today I will be discussing the management practices of Paul Levy. So I wanted to start out by introducing Paul Levy. Paul Levy became the Chief Executive Officer and President of the Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center in January of 2002. While Paul had a management style that was needed at the BIDMC to survive, he lacked the experience in a hospital setting and did not have the background in healthcare or medicine that may be needed in this type of situation to completely understand how the medical center is run. Before he became CEO, Levy was an executive dean of administration at the Harvard Medical School. He was an adjunct professor at Massachusetts Institute of Technology. He was an executive director of Massachusetts Water Resources Authority, was a chairman of the Massachusetts Department of Public Utilities, and a director of the Arkansas Department of Energy. And these were just a few highlights in his career, as Paul Levy had many experiences, but he did have a lot of management background. However, he did not have the background to understand how a medical center was run or really what was needed for a medical center. So it was interesting to see Levy take that initiative to want to become the CEO with all of his management background elsewhere. And then additionally, I think throughout his college career, he was focused in policy, specifically environmental policy. And as an adjunct professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, he taught environmental policy. So very different spectrums. But as long as you had the management style, I think Paul Levy was going to do great. So before the medical center became to be, there were two different hospitals, the Beth Israel, or as they call it, the BI, and then the Deaconess. The Beth Israel had close ties with the Harvard Medical School and was a teaching-based hospital. The Deaconess, on the other hand, was a medical center specializing in surgeries and high-quality care. In addition, the two hospitals were run very differently, and as Levy described Beth Israel Deaconess, quote, a hospital with a warm, caring environment versus, and I use the word versus intentionally, a hospital that had more of a business-like commercial approach to them, end quote. So he described Beth Israel as a warm, caring environment and described the Deaconess as a business-like commercial approach to a hospital. And along with the two different environments, the cultures were not similar, very different. So when the merge happened, there was a hostile environment that was created. With a merge of this size, there should have been cost reductions, whether it be in services or specifically laying off employees. But unfortunately, this didn't happen, and it caused this hostility because a lot of the employees didn't really know where they stood. There were just too many people, and they didn't know or what they should be doing in this case. So the merger happened in 1996, and by 2002, the merger was causing losses larger than $50 million each year since the merger first happened. So Paul Levy's thoughts. So before he became the CEO of the BIDMC, he had many thoughts, and he had offered many critiques to what they were planning to do. So from the point of the merger up until Levy was hired, he was the executive dean of administration at Harvard Medical School. The new management of the BIDMC had been constantly reporting new plans of how to make the merger work, but Levy never noticed any results. He had mentioned that after he heard about these plans and these initiatives, 3 to 4 months later,